Okay, I'm continuing on with more miscellaneous old Bionicle games. Um, this was something I just saw just now on the Biomedia project and thought, oh, I have time. I'll knock this one out. Um, so I wonder what these do. Those open my web browser um, and take me nowhere. So those don't work. This was supposed to be coming soon, but of course, it must have never come because, you know, it's not 2004 anymore. Yeah, actually, I have that book sitting in my bookshelf. Um, don't have any of the Chronicles or Adventures sitting in my bookshelf. Um, there is a fan project out there. I believe it's called The Story of Bionicle, but I don't remember who created it, and so I probably shouldn't have brought it up because I don't know the details of it. I don't think these books are under any sort of copyright anymore, or Scholastic doesn't care about enforcing it because I don't think you have to buy them. Um, Back in when I was a child and I was reading them, I just checked them out from the local library because local libraries had a tendency to carry them, with the exception of the Legends, in which I actually have some copies. I actually have a copy of um, the guide to Metro Nui City of Legends, the guide, as well, because I got that from a book fair. Anyway, let's try playing this quiz thing. You don't really play it, you just kind of, I don't know, answer the questions. Find the Toa Metru inside of you. Answer the challenge questions and discover who you are in the Bionicle world. Once you reveal your true Bionicle identity, access loads of awesome Toa info. Well, that was a bit cringy, but we'll go. Your family goes on vacation to the seashore. You boil the water and try to make a mask out of it. Well, I don't think I'd be doing that. Have a long conversation with a fish. Well, I don't think I'd be doing that either. Go swimming and have to be rescued by a lifeguard. Well, I do swim in the ocean. However, I never need to be rescued by a lifeguard because I'm skilled enough at swimming that that's never an issue. Write a report for school on the history of sand. I will most definitely not do that. I will not write something in a format that nobody cares to read. Study the currents and try to predict tomorrow's weather. No, I don't care about the weather. Go parasailing all day without the parachute. Well, that defies the laws of physics. Okay, so A is Vekama. B is... Well, Nokama was a teacher, but I don't think she had long conversations, but that's one I guess so far. Go swimming and have to be rescued. Well... I mean, Nokama wouldn't have to be rescued. You would think maybe this is Matau, however, F is Matau. E is Nuju. D, write a report is likely Whenua. So I guess C is Onua. Anyway, I know I said I definitely wouldn't do A. However, A is the most crafty and experimental scientific answer, and so it fits me the most. Given that it doesn't fit me at all, but it fits me the least not at all. You've joined your local baseball team, you are never sure what position you should play. Maybe. Make fun of teammates who make errors. Nah, I don't really do that. Unless they're like my immediate family. Love catching fly balls. Nope, I'm actually very unskilled at catching. I mean, I did win an egg toss contest once, but that's about it. I don't know how I won it. It was a very lucky egg, I presume. Love catching, would rather manage the Hall of Fame. Well, I wouldn't like to do that, but nah. are always thinking ahead to next inning. Maybe. Try to keep everyone focused on playing the game. Actually, I would put F. It's not very fun to play games with people who are not taking the game seriously. So I'm one of those people where competition is... Well, in order for competition to be fun, it's almost required that the people I'm competing against are trying their hardest to beat me. You're about to look for your first job, and you want to work at a major university. Maybe. That's definitely the no comment answer. Work as a cab driver. No. Work in a steel mill. Maybe. That's definitely the vague comment answer. Run a museum. That's definitely the Whenua answer. Be a sculptor. That's definitely the Whenua answer. Be an astronomer. That's definitely the Nuju answer. Well, be a physicist is close to be an astronomer. So F's not off by much, and A is also not off by much. I guess I'll go A. You like to spend the weekend at school? No. At work? No. Do I work for SpaceX? Stargazing? Not really. Mountain climbing? Driving race cars? Doing hobbies and crafts? Well, the closest are D and F. Although F is more ideal, I don't actually ever carry it out. I'm more likely to actually climb a mountain, so D. Your parents ask you to water the garden. Once there... There's more? What's that do? You discover that an intelligent carnivorous plant in the flower bed has just eaten the mailman, you. So... Okay. Run inside to get the good dishes so you can defeat it. I don't even know that expression. Apparently that's some sort of expression. Go to the library and find a book on carnivorous plants. Try to guess what it might do next. It's definitely the Nuju answer. Try to talk with the plant. Wish you had a rock garden. Rev up the hedge trimmer. I would try to contact the postal service to figure and tell them that one of their employees got killed by a carnivorous plant, such that they can identify them because they know what route that each employee is supposed to be on, and tell their family that they got killed, and they can sue whoever's responsible, and that might be me, and anyway, none of these. But the closest is the hedge trimmer. When you travel, you like to collect lots of souvenirs. No, in fact, I do not. Are always planning where to go next. Well, I've already done that before I even started on the trip. Learn everything you can about your destination. I learned some things, but not everything I can. Unless it's a mountain I'm trying to climb, then yes, I want to learn everything I can about that mountain before I try to climb it. Think making travel plans is a waste of time. Well, to the extent that some people do, yes. Not entirely. Bring your work along with you. Well, it's going to come along with me in my head. That's a fault of mine. But I wouldn't do it intentionally. Just wing it. Okay, none of these match perfectly, but just wing it is actually the closest. When you have to do an important task, you prefer to teach rather than do. Kind of true, actually. Would rather work outdoors. Nope, don't like sunburns. Need peace and quiet. Sometimes. Don't mind lots of noise. Depends on what the content of the noise is. Do it in a hurry so you can go play. Sometimes. Try to find out how other people have done it before you. Yes. Okay, I'm going to go with F. That matches very well. Which of the following would you most like to have in your town? A protodermis chute. No, I wouldn't ever use the chute. Giant sculptures. Well, that's better than a chute. A really cool museum. Of what? I typically don't go to museums. An authentic blacksmith shop. It's a waste of taxpayer money. A community college. Yeah, definitely E. Someone tries to start an argument with you. You argue back. Unfortunately, that is often the case. See no future in fighting. But do it anyway, because that's what I will to do, that I do not do. And what I will not to do, that I do. See both sides of the argument. Sometimes. However, that doesn't necessarily make me better at arguing, it just kind of freezes me up. See, try to be calm and reasonable. Yeah, I make an attempt. Remember what happened the last time you got into an argument? Yes. Just laugh the whole thing off, E. It's your birthday. You would like to get one of your favorite toys from your childhood. Like a Bionicle set. Yes. Some really cool models you can display, but not play with. That's also true. You might go, what? Now, I rarely, well, I might get into that in some other game background commentary about Technic. But anyway, a sports car. Well, a car, yes. a telescope. That gets complicated. A rock? No. Tapes that help you learn a foreign language. Maybe. So, A, B. I don't know if a sports car specifically, but yes, a car. C, D, and F. I'd like all of those. Going back to my childhood, like A and B are almost the same thing. I'll just go with A. Okay, so you answer all the university questions, you get no comma. So that's... Yep. And of course I can try to get different specific characters by guessing what their answers would be. So, let's see if I can get Vekama. A. Never sure up position, make fun of teammates who make errors, love catching fly balls, would really rather manage the Hall of Fame. I think it's A. C. Okay, F is Whenua. E is Matau. I don't know what D is. That might also be Whenua, and F is, well, I'm pretty sure that Vekama would be at work. What would Vekama do? I guess get the good dishes and try to defeat it. Bring your work along with you. Don't mind lots of noise, because he works in the great, lots of pounding, the great furnace, which is the following. I don't think, Vekama worked in the great furnace specifically each and every day. He only used it when he needed to. He mostly worked in his own private furnace. D. E. No, this is E is Whenua. F is Matau. D is no comma. Probably C. This is Nuju. This is Matau. This is Whenua. This is no comma. This is Whenua, so this must be Vekama. There we go. Okay. So let's see if I can get Whenua now. Probably C. Oh dear, this is probably no comma. This is Nuju. This is Whenua. This is Matau. No, this B is Matau. This is probably C. Want to be a sculptor. Hobbies and crafts, maybe? Wish you had a rock garden. So Whenua is C. B is Nuju. A also might be Whenua. F is Matau. So I guess D doesn't sound like Whenua, but he's the guy who would think anything is a waste of time, right? When you have to do an important task, you rather work outdoors. Giant sculptures. Argue back. A rock. Okay, got it. I didn't read the one for no comma or vacama, but you could pause to read them. You could pause to read this one too. Okay. Now let's go for Whenua. So, let's see. This is Matau. This is Nuju. This is no comma. This is probably Whenua. I don't think Whenua would have a long conversation, but that's all I can think of. D. Run a museum. Maybe F. Go to the library. C. F. Cool museum. E. This sounds like no comma. So B. Ah. I got a vacama in. What? Well, I got it. This counts. Okay, I managed to click on him. I guess that counts. So I was really bad at characterizing Whenua according to this quiz. But looks like the Sierra Nevadas. Anyway, let's try Nuju. Predict. Thinking ahead. Be an astronomer. Stargazing. Guess what I might do next? Where to go next? Need peace and quiet. Wait, but... Okay. A skyscraper. see no future. A telescope. That was easy. Okay. So last one left is... Okay, I got no comma the first time. Got Whenua. Got Whenua. Got Vekama. Got Nuju. The last one left is Matau. Go parasailing without the parachute, which doesn't make any sense. Make fun of your teammates. Work as a cab driver. Driving race cars. I don't know which one. Rev up the hedge trimmer, I guess. Just wing it. Probably this one. A shoot. Laugh it off. A sports car. There we go. Oh, you can do stats too, is he? Okay. Got close. Wait, so you get to click on even characters for which you've got none of. Okay, so that must have, I failed miserably on the Whenua one then. Let me try again on that. So this has got to be Matau. This one should be Nuju. This one should be Nokama. This one should be Whenua. This is Vekama, so that's why I put B. Never sure the position that's Vekama, I would think. Make fun of that's Matau. Catching fly balls. Not sure, but that doesn't sound like Whenua, does it? This sounds like Whenua. And of course, museum. I don't know if it's mountain climbing or hobbies and crafts. Maybe it's mountain climbing because hobbies and crafts is Whenua. Go to the library. See, study. Well, that might have been no comma actually, so it should have been souvenirs. Peace and quiet is probably Nuju. Lots of noise is probably Vekama. Hurry is probably Matau. The ones that have to do with the past are where Whenua usually. Museum. Remember, go to the past, right? Remember what happened the last time. Display but not play with, like a museum. Now, for some reason, that gives me a lot of no comma. So that's what I put last time, right? But there's no comma in there. So let me try to get less no comma. Maybe it's actually D. Because remember, Nokama had the Mask of Translation, right? Hall of Fame. Museum. Try that again. Library. Oh, right. That was no. I thought that would be Nokama. She would go to the library. Oh well. No, she would try to talk to it. So that one could still be Whenua. Learn everything you can might be Nokama. So A. Nokama, Whenua, Nuju, Vekama. Yeah, this one. Museum. Last time. Display but not play with. That's Whenua. Great. How bad did I do? Well, I got rid of the no comma, but I got Whenua in there. Okay. So I believe this was no comma. So this is probably Whenua. Huh. Because I'm afraid it rather manage the Hall of Fame might actually be Whenua. Okay, it's definitely a museum. Let's switch this one. That might be no comma. No, this is no comma, so this must be Whenua. Souvenirs. Past. Museum. Past. The museum. I got a Matau in there. At least I got rid of the Whenua. So love catching fly balls was the Matau. Report. So this is Matau. So that means making fun might have been Whenua. Let's go back to that one. Museum. Try hobbies and crafts. So we got rid of the Whenua that way, I presume. Library. Souvenirs. Past. Museum. Past. Got some fake comma in there. Huh. Well, I'll try one more time. It's about how much time I have left. So I know D is not vacomma because A is vacomma. C is vacomma. I think E would be vacomma. I mean, this is no comma. This is Whenua. This is Nuju. This is vacomma. This is Matau, so this has got to be Whenua. This has got to be Whenua, that's Whenua, that's Matau, that's vacomma, that's no comma, that's Nuju. Nuju, don't know. Don't know. Maybe it's trying to be calm and reasonable. Maybe that's, I don't know, maybe you can get rid of the vacomma that way, not sure. Ah, I got some no comma in there. Okay, so I guess I give up. Whenua, I guess, doesn't have a distinct enough character you can pick out to ping Whenua exactly on this quiz. If you watch this, thanks for watching.